Well, folks, CNN may have gotten one right. We don't have to give them credit for it yet, but if you look at your screen, I think it's pretty interesting. This is this evening. Chris Cillizza, maybe I'm pronouncing that right. CNN editor at large. Who knows the guy? I don't. But he says why the Bernie Sanders endorsement of Joe Biden means less than you think. And for those of you like me who think it means nothing, this is laughable. But I want to read a little bit of this because I think there's something to gain here from CNN's editor at large. Sanders literally is quoted here saying, "We need you in the White House, Joe. I will do all that I can. I will do all that I can to see that happens, Joe." Pro-Biden Democrats were quick to note that Sanders' endorsement of Biden in 2020 came far faster and earlier than his endorsement of Hillary Clinton in 2016. Sanders endorsed Clinton in July, more than a month after the end of the primaries. This is what I think is funny. The primaries aren't over. Bernie is still on the ticket. I mean, he's still on the ballot, in, I think, every state that's left to vote. He has said he's suspending his campaign, but he's still on the ballot, and yet he's endorsing Biden. But this is where I think it's pretty funny, because they go on to say that it doesn't mean a lot at the bottom here. Not by a long shot will this turn, this magic "I endorse you," this isn't going to turn all of Bernie's people into Biden's people. And that's what we've been telling you for a year. People that have been claiming that the Democratic Party is split. AOC had said there is no world where she is in the same party as Joe Biden, except that the Democrats need to claim everyone who's not a Trump supporter must be on the left. And it doesn't make any sense, and no one's buying it. So for that reason, you have, what is her name? Brianna Joy Gray, saying, "With the utmost respect for Bernie Sanders, who is an incredible human being and a genuine inspiration, I don't endorse Joe Biden." Which is interesting because she was the national press secretary for Sanders' campaign. So this is of interest to you as well. In 2016, one study showed that roughly 12% of Sanders backers ended up voting for Trump. And I would imagine that there are more people today who voted for Bernie in 16 who did not vote for Trump in the general, who will in 2020. So my guess would be that this is, one, it's not a surprise that people aren't exactly happy from Bernie's camp. And that brings me to this article from Fox. Gotta love that. Sanders campaign reps revolt after Sanders endorses Biden, openly attacks the former VP. So we knew that those people were going to be going after Biden and his campaign. They're going to be attacking him, but this is what's of interest, and this is what I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of information on, a lot more media spin on, as far as the Bernie people are not going to want to be supporting Joe Biden because he's been credibly accused of sexual assault. If they're talking about what Bernie supported and what Biden doesn't and why there's a big difference here, they're talking about the age of Medicare eligibility being changed. They're talking about canceling student debt, wealth taxes. Biden supports none of these. That's why I wouldn't support Biden. How about the fact that he is sexually assaulting people? How about the fact that Trump talked about how women can be kind of hoary, that they'll let you grab them by the pussy at times, but Joe actually does it. And he's your nominee. I don't understand it. He is reading off of a teleprompter in a video today with Bernie Sanders. He was supposed to be kind of doing this live stream conversational piece. It was obviously fake. You could see they were obviously looking at a teleprompter and having Joe read cards. So that was obviously staged, and it was really, really disgusting. I mean, Sean King is seeing this. I can hardly believe what I'm watching. In this conversation with Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden is clearly reading from a teleprompter. It is supposed to be a conversation. I've never seen this happen in my entire life. And this is coming from a guy who literally changed his race, his ethnicity, his skin tone has changed. He was white, now he's black. This is incredible. So this guy's seen a lot, and the fact that he's never seen this tells me that we're looking at something interesting. So a couple things to look at. I just thought that was of interest and thought I'd bring it up to you. Not just that Bernie's supporting Biden, but that his supporters aren't, and they're pissed. And if that wasn't as bad as it could get for him, Joe Biden, that is, he has been credibly accused, and people are really taking notice now. People are putting Bernie in front of the bus because he won't throw Joe under it. Anyways, that's my thought. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And if you would, keep America great.